We have opportunity to visit the Kennedy Space Center, and we're going to take this opportunity not because it is easy, but because it is hard. And what I mean by that is it is actually quite a bit south of us. It's an hour south of us, and we're headed there now. It's 10 to 11. We should be there by about 12. It's open till 6. I don't know how much time you need to explore the Kennedy Space Center, but I'm hoping 6 hours is sufficient. This is where we are. This is where we're headed. That is all I have for you at the moment. B-roll, 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 B-roll. I think I'm at NASA. That's pretty cool. Look at all these rockets. I don't know where to go. I'm gonna follow the dramatic music into nature and technology. That was pretty cool. It was the history of Florida, the nature of Florida, and I would have enjoyed spending a little more time there. However, we're here to see space stuff, and so I think space stuff may happen in different places. No. But I don't even know if you fly this thing where it just sort of does its thing. You are here. Space Shuttle Atlantis, Planet Play, Apollo Saturn V Center, Heroes and Legends, Journey to Mars, Shuttle Launch Experience, NASA Now, IMAX Theaters, Natures and Technology, Universal Theater. We came in past the NASA sign and that thing. We came through the rockets. We went into Nature and Technology, came around the corner, went through here, passed by that, came to here, and now we're going to go into this thing, which I think is the main exhibit. Space Mirror Memorial, T-38 Talon jet. That could be interesting. But let us go into here. There is the Atlantis, which we're going to go look at in a minute. But here, interestingly enough, is a model of Hubble. And it's got a couple keen little facts over here, which I found great. X-rays, UVs, microwaves, radio waves, they're all light. Light waves come in a range of lengths, frequencies, and energies on a continuum called the electromagnetic spectrum. The only part of the spectrum that we can see is in the middle. It's called the visible spectrum and is made up of the colors of the rainbow. So you got gamma, X-ray, ultraviolet, visible. They put it in the middle, infrared, microwave, and radio. NASA's Great Observatories. Space shuttles launched 3 of the 4 great observatories. Hubble, deployed by Discovery in 1990, uses ultraviolet, visible, and near-infrared light. Compton Gamma Ray Observatory, deployed by Atlantis in 1991, was gamma ray telescope. Chandra was an X-ray observatory. So we got ultraviolet, visible, and near-infrared. We've got gamma. It's an odd-looking design. And then an X-ray observatory. Spitzer Space Telescope, launched by a Delta rocket in 2003. Spitzer studies infrared light to help paint a clearer picture of objects that are too dim or cold to see otherwise. The yellow things are handrails, and that's how you hold on to it. It doesn't say the scale of the model, but even the model is big. Things I did not know. The nozzle part of the engine visible from behind. The nozzle is the part of the engine visible from behind the orbiter. That's the nozzle. The engine's power is generated in the maze of hidden machinery tucked inside the orbiter power head. The power head is here. The power head is home to 4 turbo pumps, a computer controller, and a network of ducts, wiring, and valves. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't know it was an actual engine. I just thought it expelled stuff, but this is an actual engine. Rocket engine. Interesting feeling standing here.
All right.
This one's titled Hey Middle Schoolers, but I don't know if I actually knew this. I might have in middle school. Velocity might sound like a complicated word, but it's actually pretty simple. Velocity means speed with direction. For example, 20 miles per hour is a measurement of speed, but 20 miles per hour north is a velocity. Speed measures how fast an object is moving, but velocity measures the rate at which an object changes position. Hey, middle schoolers? That hurts my feelings.
In the up and down manner. Yaw is...
It says astronaut training simulators, and I'm wondering if perhaps I can log some of this training time. I just landed the space shuttle. Let us see how I scored. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Distance from center line 100%. Distance from target strike 99%. Touchdown speed 97. I should have been a shuttle pilot. I should have. And this one. 2009, Kepler, searching for Earth-like planets in our region of the Milky Way galaxy to answer the age-old question, are we alone? And a T-38 Talon in front of a rocket booster.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to work at NASA? Well, whether you're flying a mission or whether you're supporting it from here on the ground, it takes a special kind of person. Someone who's willing to embrace and deal with.
I'm going to explain something. The bus tours aren't at 9:30 and 2:30. The bus tours are all day between 9:30 and 2:30. So you don't actually need to wait till 2:30.
And our video is going to tell you a little more about it.
Charlie Blackwell-Thompson, NASA's first female launch director. Now, Charlie, can you tell us a little bit more about what a launch director does? Absolutely.
I've seen bigger.
The launch director's job during the planning phase is to ensure that you have everything in place that you need to safely
You can even touch a piece of the moon yourself by visiting the Touch the Moon display located near the Lunar Theater. At the Lunar Theater, located at the nose end of the Saturn V rocket, you can relive the experience of Neil Armstrong's historic landing and first steps on the moon.
When I was a kid, I used to dream about flying through space. Every week on TV, I'd watch my heroes as they jumped into their rocket ships and took to the stars. And I wanted to be like them. They had courage, imagination, and no problem ever stood in their way for long. You know, in the end, when we actually did send men into space, it turned out that those were exactly the qualities it took.
This is the firing room, launch control for the Apollo missions. This is not a mock-up. These are the very consoles we sat at when men first took off to fly to the moon.
I work here as a communicator and I represent NASA. Now if you let me a yes for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I promise I will take you to the moon and back. You guys ready for this? Yeah. Beautiful. Now folks, back in the day when the Saturn V rocket used to stand in an upright launch position, it used to stand at a height of 363 feet. The back version of the rover is actually goes right under the bottom. That's the space, right? Below that, the stowaway area, that's where these rovers were stored at that.
In a strange twist of events, the two remaining exhibits have lost power to the buildings, so we can't actually visit those, thereby concluding our visit to the Kennedy Space Center. I don't know if I'd recommend this one. I mean, if you're in the area and have nothing else to do. Now, the only issue with that is, of course, that the Air Force Missile and Aerospace Museum is not far from here. It's free and it's significantly more extensive. So I think before coming to this one, that's the one to hit. Air Force Air and Space Museum, I think. But I haven't been there, so I don't know if that's true or not. And unfortunately, it doesn't open again until Tuesday, and today is Sunday, so that won't be happening. We came, we learned about rockets, we are leaving.